Are you struggling to hit your protein goals, especially if you're a woman over 40 or 50? You're not alone. I used to think I was eating enough protein until I actually tracked my meals. And oh dear me, I was way off. Today, I am going to walk you through exactly what I eat on my no carb, mostly carnivore lifestyle. I will show you exactly the brands I use, the supplements that help me, and how I manage to hit my protein target without spending hours in the kitchen. And yes, I will even show you my macros so you can see where I land. If you're a woman over 50 trying to build muscle, age well, and lose fat, this one is for you. Taking you to the kitchen now. So here's the truth. I don't eat breakfast. I practice a bit of intermittent fasting, which feels natural for me. I rarely eat in the morning. Forget it. My day starts generally with a simple cup of black coffee blended in with 5 grams, I do measure, of Kerrygold butter. It's not a full meal. Why Kerrygold? It's a grass-fed butter, and you can easily find these in most of the stores, especially in the UK here. And it's heart healthy and actually supports your gut health and energy. And for me, it's something I enjoy before I head to the gym. You see, at my age, strength training is everything. Building and maintaining muscles is the #1 way we keep metabolism high, protect our bones, and even support our hormone balance. Now, like I mentioned earlier on, I rarely have breakfast. I don't usually eat until around 2 to 3 p.m. Or if I know I'll be busy on that day and I might not have time to eat within those times, I'll eat about 12. So for, let's call it brunch, my midday meal, I would generally have 4 whole eggs plus 1 egg white scrambled in about 10 grams of Kerrygold butter. I get my eggs from a local farm and I try to buy in bulk so I don't run out. And I mix in about 90 grams of cottage cheese. This is the one I use just for creaminess and the protein. I generally get my cottage cheese from either Sainsbury or Lidl's. And I do use a bit of onion, so I chop a little bit of onion and some salt and pepper. And I literally eat this every day. I don't just have eggs. Alongside with my eggs, my afters is generally yogurt, and this is the one I use. I have about 250 grams of yogurt. I mix in 1 scoop of transparent lab whey protein isolate powder. Why did I choose this brand? I like the brand. It's somewhat clean, not 100% clean because it contains an emulsifier. What I have noticed is if I consume this protein for a period of a week, literally every day, my headaches come back because I generally had, before I started the carnivore, I literally wake up with headaches every day. But once I cleaned out my diet, the headaches literally disappeared. So I came across this brand, which is called Organic Protein. This is it. So we'll see. Now together, this meal, which is my eggs and my bowl of yogurt with added protein, will give me at least 85 grams of protein. As women over 50, we don't absorb protein as efficiently as we did in our 20s and 30s. Study shows that our bodies actually need more protein per meal to trigger muscle protein synthesis. This is why I aim for at least 30 to 40 grams per meal. So this brunch alone gives me around, like I mentioned, 80 grams of protein. That is a lot. That already is a huge chunk of my daily needs. And this is how I try and get my protein in. Now for dinner, it's very simple. I just chuck in my short ribs. I really love short ribs now. It has taken over ribeyes, which I do love, but ribeyes are getting so expensive now. So I needed to look for something much cheaper, but taste equally as nice as ribeye. So I would just put in the oven about 400 to 600 grams of short ribs. And that's it. Add in a bit of salt, some pepper, and I roast it. And I enjoy that. And yes, I do have another bowl of yogurt with a scoop of whey protein, and that gives me about 45 to 50 grams of protein in one sitting. Now, some people might say that's a lot, but remember, women over 50 lose muscle faster due to low estrogen. To maintain and build, we need more protein, not less. I have found front-loading protein in my main meals keeps me satisfied, energized, and strong for the gym. And when you look at my macros, it works beautifully for me. Now, let's talk about hydration and supplements because these are game changers for me. I drink at least 4 liters of water per day. And to keep electrolytes balanced, I use at least between 2 and 3 sachets of this element LMNT. They are a lifesaver, especially if you're on a low carb diet or carnivore diet, because when you're on a low carb diet, your body flushes sodium and you need to replace it. When I sort my food properly, I generally would need about 1 or 2 sachets. And that's it when it comes to hydration and electrolytes. So before bed, so this is the end of the day. Before bed, I've had I don't really magnesium. This is the one I use. I noticed that it helps with sleep and muscle recovery. I also take omega-3 supplements because I'm not eating fish regularly and consistently. And once a week, I do take vitamin D about 10000 IU because let's face it, most of us don't get enough sunshine. My levels had been down, so my GP had put me on a high dose in the past. But please, you must all check your vitamin D levels, and if you need to go on a supplement, just speak to your GP. So let's tally it up. On a typical day, I get generally between 140 to 150 grams of protein. And fat, I get about 80 to 100 grams of fat. Carbs, at least under 50. For me, this is a perfect balance, enough to build and preserve muscle, enough fat for hormones and satiety, low carbs to keep my sugar stable. And most importantly, it is food I actually enjoy, no complicated recipes, just real foods, whole protein rich meals. So here's the truth. Hitting protein over 50s can be really hard. I get it. Between busy lives, smaller appetites, and years of being told fat and protein were bad, but I have learned that simplicity wins. Eggs, yogurt, steak, whey protein, as they are my staples. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need 10 different recipes or exotic ingredients, just a few consistent, nutrient-dense meals, and your body will say thank you. At the end of the day, this way of eating makes me feel strong, nourished, and confident in my body, even in my 50s. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone who might be struggling with protein goals, and tell me in the comment section. What's your favorite high protein meal? I love to see your idea because aging strong isn't about restriction. It's about feeding your body the right way. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day and God bless you. Bye-bye.